I'm Dr. A. Kumaravel, Professor and Dean, School of Building and Mechanical Sciences, K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, Tiruchendur. I'm handling the course on finite element analysis. As we are going to see the solution of the algebraic linear equations, simultaneous equations. The simultaneous linear algebraic equations are very much useful for solving the problem encountered in the engineering and the mathematical physics. So normally we use the stress analysis, heat transfer and vibration analysis, or some of the engineering problems can be formulated using the finite element formulation and solving the simultaneous equations to get the solution for this. So yesterday also I told that there are two methods are there. One is the direct method and then second one is the indirect method or the iterative methods. So first, if you take the direct method, example Gaussian elimination method and Gauss-Jordan method related to the direct simultaneous solving the simultaneous linear algebraic equations, and the indirect methods or the iterative methods are the Gauss-Seidel iterative method and the relaxation method. Okay, so one is a direct method. Okay, so the second one is indirect method. So, or it also called as the iterative method. The iterative method. So, for this, the example is Gaussian elimination method. Gaussian elimination method or Gauss-Jordan method. So, for this, the example is the Gauss-Seidel method. Okay, so or you can use the relaxation method. Okay, so these are all the what is called direct method, okay, and then indirect or iterative method. For direct method, Gaussian elimination method or Gauss-Jordan method is used, and then the iterative methods are the Gauss-Seidel method and the relaxation method. Okay, so first we look into that Gauss elimination method, Gaussian elimination method. So here this Gaussian elimination method is mostly or commonly used for solving the simultaneous linear equation. So this method is easily adapted into the computer programming and solving for the such equations, and so this method is based on the triangularization of the coefficient matrix. I will tell you what is meant by the triangularization of the coefficient matrix, and evaluation of unknowns or by back substitution method. That also I will explain before when you are going to solve the problem. Okay, so then the matrix in which all the elements belong to the diagonal elements are 0, which can be solved by back substitution method. So you take this the simultaneous equation. So 3x plus y minus z is equal to 3. Okay, so this is the first equation. I am here taking three equations. So then 2x, okay, minus 8y, okay, plus z, so that is equal to minus 5. The third equation is x minus 2y plus 9z, so that is equal to 8. So these are all the three equations I am going to take for solving using the Gaussian elimination method. So if you write this is in matrix form, so then 3, 1, minus 1, okay, and then 2, minus 8, okay, 1, and then 1, minus 2, okay, so 9. So now this is a 3 by 3 matrix. then into x, y, z. So that is equal to, so 3, 5, 8. So this is the matrix form. Now, so you multiply this 3x plus y minus z is equal to 3. Similarly, 2x minus 8y then plus z is equal to 5. So like that you can write in the matrix form. So finally, so then here I am modifying this, okay, and so in the one matrix form, like 3 1 minus 1, and then 2 minus 8 1 1 minus 2 9. I am putting dot 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 vertical, then 3 5 8. I am separating. Oh, here I am separating this. So this is the step 1. Okay, so you can write in this form. Okay, and the step 2, then what you can do is, in the step 2, the first column. Okay, so in this you write it again, 3 1 minus 1 2 minus 8 1, okay, 1 minus 2 9. So 3 5 8. You look at it. So this first pivot point, this is the first column. Okay, so now this is going to be, I am going to fix as a pivot point. Okay, so here what we have to do is, you have to fix the largest value here. Okay, so then how to fix the largest value? So you have something like a 3 rows are there. Okay, so you have 3 rows are there. Among these 3 rows, you have to see which is the which row, particular row in that particular first column is having the maximum value. So that you have to make it as a first row. Okay, so here already it is a maximum value, 3 is the maximum value. So the other values are 2 1 or smaller value when compared with the third value. So I am going to fix this as a pivot point. So for that pivot point, you have to rearrange the equation in the first column. So in such a way that there is a maximum value in this pivot point. So already it is 3 only. So I don't need to rearrange this equation, and keep it in the first row. So if suppose in this element, so this is 3 and this is 2, you have to shift this second row to the first row, and then the first row can be rearranged to the second row. So in that way we have to make it, and then you have to rearrange it, ensure that in the pivot point you have the maximum value. Accordingly you have to then you have to make it. Okay, so this is step 2. Okay, and the step 3. Okay, so step 3, what you are going to do is, so make this a pivot point as 1. Okay, so what we have to do, then here we have to fix the pivot point. So this is, now it is a maximum value. Then I have to make it as this as 1. Okay, so then how to make this as 1? The row 1, the pivot point, it has to be 1 value. So that means, so if I divide by the row, all the elements in the row divided by 3, so that I can able to get the value of 1. So what will happen? 3 by 3, it will give 1. Okay, so then 1 by 3. All the elements in the first row you have to divide by 3. That is the meaning for this. And then minus 1 divided by 3. Okay, so then 2. Then minus 8. Okay, and then 1. So here 1 minus 2, and then 9. So here also you have to make it as a 3 by 3. So then it will give 1. Okay, and so 5. Okay, and then 8. So I sorry, here I missed the negative sign. So here also I missed the negative sign. Here also I missed the negative sign. Okay. So then you have the matrix such like this. So then you have to now you made this pivot point as 1. Now you have to make this, the second row first column is to be 0. Okay. So then what we have to do is, then we have to make this element and this element as to 0. Okay. So that is the triangularization. You see this? This is like a triangular. So this triangularization make it a 0. Okay. So then only use the back substitution method, so that you can able to solve the simultaneous equation. That means here only one variable will be there. So 9z is equal to this value will come. So that you can use this substitute this z value in this equation and then find out y. And then back substitute in the first equation a z and y, then you can able to find out the x value. So this is the back substitution method. Another one is you are making this triangularization as a 0. So all these three elements, that is off diagonal values, are you are going to make it as a 0 now. Okay. So then what to do for this? Next step. Then step 4. Okay. And so first row, anyhow I am going to keep it as it is, 1 by 3. Okay. So minus 1 by 3. Right. Okay, the second, then I have to make it as 0 in this element, second element, first column. Then I have to make it as 0. Then what I have to do for that? So I have to do the second row 2. Okay, what will happen? Row 2 minus, okay, 2 multiplied by 2 of the first row of all the elements. Okay, so that I can able to make it this value as 0. Okay, so then how to get that? You see that R2 is equal to the first element, what will come? R2 value, existing R2 value is 2. Okay, minus, okay, then 2 I am going to multiply by 2 of the row 1 value. So row 1 first column, what is that? 1. So that is equal to 2 minus 2, then it will come 0. So here I put it as 0. The same operation has to be carried out for all the elements in the same row. Okay. So then what I have to do for that? The second, in this location, so the existing value is minus 8, here minus 8. Okay. So then minus 2 into R1 value, R1 is 1 by 3. Okay. So that is equal to minus 8 minus 2 divided by 3. Okay. So then what will happen? So you have some more, you take LCM, then divided by 3. Okay, so you have to multiply by 3, 8 into 3, 24, minus 2. So minus 26 divided by 3 it will come. So then here in this place minus 26 divided by 3. Then similarly here the third element is 1, already existing value is 1. Okay, so then 1 minus 2 into R1 value minus 1 by 3. So that means is equal to 1 minus minus plus, then plus 2 by 3 it will come. Take LCM 3 and then 3 plus 2, then is equal to 5 divided by 3. Okay, so what will come here? So here 5 by 3 it will come. Okay, so now in the third row, so this also I have to make it as 0. So here then another operation is R3. So that is equal to, what will happen? R3 is equal to R3 minus R1. R3 minus R1. That means 1, here also 1. Then I can directly substitute it and then I can make it as a 0. So here, see, the first element is 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. So I can put it is 0 here. Okay, so then minus 2 minus 1 by 3. So minus 2 minus 1 by 3. You take 3 LCM. So minus 6 minus 1 is equal to minus 7 divided by 3. Okay, so then here minus 7 divided by 3. Okay, and here so 9 minus 1 by 3. 9 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 3 LCM. 3 into 9 7, 27 minus 1. So 26 divided by 3. Sorry. 9 minus, so minus of minus 1 by 3. So that means it will plus. So then 28 divided by 3. So 28 divided by 3. Okay, so then, so the first row, there is no change in that first row. So then 1 it will come as it is. In the second row, what operations we have done? R2 minus 2 R1. So that will come minus 7. So R2 minus 5 minus 2 into 1. So minus 7. And third row 8. 8 minus 1 7. Okay. So now you have this matrix. So then step 5. Then step 5, what I am going to do is the new pivot point, I have to make it as this is as a pivot point. Okay, so neglect the first row and the first column and perform similar to the steps from 2 to 5 on the resultant matrix. Okay, so now I have to take this as a pivot point now, and so from that rearrange, I have to rearrange the now I am going to consider only this matrix. Okay, so because I am going to leaving this first row and first column, because already I made these two elements are 0 now. So then I can take only this matrix now, I consider here. Okay, here I am going to fix the pivot point here. So pivot point, then next step what you have to do, you have to compare these remaining equations. You see that in the pivot point it is a maximum value. Okay, so here already it is a maximum value because minus 26 divided by 3 compare with the minus 7 by 3. Okay, so taking this as a pivot point. So now what I am doing is here in this step, okay, and what I'm going to do is R2 is multiplied by, okay, R2 is multiplied by minus 3 divided by 26, so that I can make this as 1. So because my ultimate aim is to make this pivot point as 1 as we have done in the first step, first procedure. Okay, so now what will happen if I put it like this? Okay, so 1, I'm not going to disturb the first row, first column, minus 1 by 3, okay, 1. So here 0, this is also 0. Okay, so then when I am going to multiply by this minus already minus 26 divided by 3 there, I am going to multiply with minus 3 divided by 26. So what will happen? So it will give 1 value. So here now it is 1. Similarly, the 5 by 3, okay, into minus 3 divided by 26. So this 3, so minus 5 divided by 26 will be there. Okay, so here minus 5 divided by 26. Okay, and here also minus 7 into minus 3 divided by 26. So that is equal to minus minus plus 7 into 3, 21, 21 divided by 26. Okay, so then here 21 divided by 26. Okay. So what I am going to do here, the minus 7.7 by 3 here, okay, and 28 divided by 3, okay, so this is 7. Similarly, same value you are going to write it here. So now in between there is a partition, okay. So then another step is what we are going to do is next I have to make this as 0. I have to make this as 0. So what I have to do? So for that, then R3. Okay, so that will give R3 plus 7 by 3 into R2. Okay, so plus 7 by 3 into R2. Okay, so what will happen? R3 R3 value is minus 7 by 3, okay, into 7 by 3, okay, into R2 value 1. So then what will happen? 7 by 3 into R1. So then this is also 7 by 3, this is minus 7 by 3. So then finally you will have 0. So then how to get it? Now the first row is same, 1 by 3, minus 1 by 3, 1, and then 0, 1, minus 5 divided by 26, and then 21 divided by 26, 0. So now by performing this equation, by applying this condition, okay, by applying this condition, this is also 0. So then what will happen here? So 28 divided by 3, okay, so 28 divided by 3 plus 7 by 3 into R2. What is R2 value? Minus 5 divided by 26. Okay, so then that means 28 divided by 3. So minus 35 divided by 26 into 3. Okay, so then that will give something like, if you simplify it, so then you will get a 693 by 78. Okay, so because you have to multiply by this as 28 into 26 because only 3 is there. So 28 into 26 minus 35, you will get 693. So divided by 26 into 3, 78. Okay, so what will happen? 693 divided by 78. Okay, so for this 7. So 7 plus 7 by 3 into R2 minus 7. Okay, so then 7 minus 49 divided by 3. Okay, so finally if you substitute, and then you will get 231 divided by 26. So this is what you will get it, 231 divided by 26. So then our next step is, this is 693 by 78. This is 231 divided by 26. So then next step, step number 6. So from this, so now you see that this is the triangularization now. So then we made as a 0. So by made as 0. This triangularization we made as 0. So now you have to use the back substitution method. Okay. So now what will happen? You have the matrix like, you have to write this equation. This is x term, this is y term, this is z term. So then x plus 1 by 3 into y. Okay, so minus 1 by 3 into z. So that is equal to 1. The second equation is the 1 into y minus 5 divided by 26 z, that is equal to 21 divided by 26. Okay, so the third equation, 693 divided by 78 z, so that is equal to 231 divided by 26. Okay, so now you take this equation, okay, you solve for z, so that is equal to 231 divided by 26 into 78 divided by 693. 693. So then z value it will come as 1. Then if you simplify this, you will get 1. Okay, so then you can make it as divide this is into 3. Okay. So then finally if you so this will be 3. Okay, so 3 will get cancelled, z is equal to 1. So now the z value is equal to 1. We found that it is z value is 1. So now you see that you can use it this z value and substitute in the second equation to find out the y value. So y minus 5 divided by 26, z value is 1 now, that is equal to 21 divided by 26. Okay, so then y minus 5 by 26, that is equal to 21 divided by 26. So then y is equal to, what will happen? Plus will come. So 21 divided by 26 plus 5 by 26. So that is equal to 26 divided by 26. So then y is equal to 1. So y also is equal to 1. Okay, so then you substitute x and y into the first equation here. Okay, so in this first equation, so then x plus 1 by 3 into y is 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 is z. So that is equal to 1. So that means this getting cancelled, plus and minus, x is equal to 1. So now x is also 1. So the simultaneous equation is now, so then x is equal to 1, comma, y is equal to 1, comma, z is equal to 1.